Hello, and welcome to Fish Lab Videos. Boom, boom.
Hey, so how are y'all doing today? Well, I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about making a coconut shelter. In my opinion, they look a lot better than your ceramic pots. You know, they just look more natural, and you can kind of tailor them to your liking as well. You can remove the outer fibers with a knife and sandpaper. It's fairly easy, but I am going to leave a lot of the fibers on and just kind of take some of the stringy ones off just with my hands. I'm going to leave this texture on the outside because it looks kind of natural, and also I want to try to attach some flame moss to it, so that will help increase the surface area. Like I said, if you want to get it really smooth, you can take a knife and just kind of get the fibers off, and then take some coarse sandpaper and rub it pretty good, and then you can have like a smooth looking coconut shelter. Today I'm going to be using some low-tech tools just because I don't have access to a saw or a serious drill. All I have is a Dremel, and I'm going to use a hammer, chisel to crack the coconut. But obviously it would be much better to use a saw. So after you get a lot of the fiber off, you're going to want to drain the coconut milk. You can do this with a hammer and a screwdriver if you don't have a drill, but you want to go right into these little holes right here. You want to make 2 holes so you can drain coconut. See, it's already leaking out there. You can drill bigger holes if you want it to drain faster, but I like to use the small holes because, you know, if you're going to be using this as a shelter, the small holes don't stand out as much. Now when you're thinking about separating the coconut, think about how it's going to look in your tank, because you can cut it several different ways. You can cut it long ways like this, or you can cut it like this way. So now we've got most of that liquid out of there, and you can actually drink the coconut milk. It's a good source of electrolytes, and it tastes kind of sweet and salty, kind of like Gatorade. It doesn't taste like Gatorade, but it's similar. So now we're going to split the coconut. Now I'm going to use a chisel and a hammer. Alright, so using a chisel and a hammer is not the best way, but it does get the job done. And so I basically knocked off these pieces Some of them kind of broke, but that's not a big deal because I'm not using the bottom piece. And then you can see the husk inside here. I'm gonna just take my knife and cut it down around there. Let's see. So this is the part I'm gonna use. Eventually it's gonna be like this. So actually, from the pieces that I've broken off, I already have a little shelter structure here that I can throw in a a fish tank, or I can throw in with my red cherries. I'm sure they would like this. Now the next step is to remove the meat, the coconut meat in here, and you can see it's kind of hard to get out of there. So there's several ways you can do this. The first time I did this, I used the oven, which worked fairly well, and basically just use a spoon and try to pry it out. But this time I'm going to use boiling water, and it should release some of the natural tannins from the wood also. Alright, so I've got my coconut in just some boiling tap water, and I'm going to leave it in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, so after you boil it for 5 to 10 minutes, take it out and rinse it with some cold water. It's still steaming. With some cold water, and then kind of let it cool for 5 or 10 minutes. That should be good. And now what I like to do is to take a knife and then just kind of score it. Down like that. Now you want to try to get this meat out. You can use a spoon if you're worried about cutting yourself. Basically, this is the hardest part. Well, that didn't work out too well. Gotta watch out for shrapnel. Cut some more. Pop that stuff out. And once you get started, it gets easier. Just getting that first couple pieces out. Let's see, there we go. Like I said, I would recommend using a spoon the first time you try this, because you don't want to cut your hand open. See, now there's just a little bit left. A little bit left in there. So get that, it comes right off. And that's it. See if you can see in there. See in there? Hold on. There we go. Now there's just little pieces in there. You can just wash that out with a sink or a hose or something. Alright, and that's it. We got our 2 little coconut shelters. You can see I made sure to get all of the white stuff out, but it's really easy. You just don't want to leave any of those sugars in there before you put it in your tank. And I got this other little guy that worked cool in my or a cherry shrimp tank maybe. And check out my next video that I'm gonna do right after this. And I'm gonna put some moss on my on the bigger coconut shelter. All right, well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more videos. Peace.